Hello everybody, I'm going to do a really quick intro for you today. I am headed to the track to do some 800s and the Takumi Sen 11. I'm running really behind, so let's go to the track. I haven't tried to do a track workout in a while, and of course the day that I try to do it, there are people at the track. So what I'm going to have to do is continue my warm-up and go run it on the roads. Just run the warm-up on the roads. I'm going to get to a part of the trail, the Genesee Riverway Trail, that's flatter. That's my goal. It's a bunch of cracks in that road, so it's not ideal, but I don't really see an alternative here. It's okay. I mean, it's like a big practice, so I can't go disturb that. It's like every football player that exists. Alright, catch you.
I'm back once again with the Takumi Sen blaster, moving real set like a zoomy dog faster.
I'm really struggling with pace consistency, because I'm just going up and down this trail, and like it's really bright out, so I can't really see my watch perfectly. So I'm consistently running the first quarter way faster than the second one, and the second one is under the time, or like slower than the time that I need to be running these. But the first one is way faster, so we'll see if maybe it just averages out to the correct pace. But that really wasn't the point. I wanted to start finding my pace range and hitting some consistent times. What are you gonna do? About to start my last one. I'm getting a little more consistent on the pace. Still fast. Takumi Sen 11, holding it really well at these paces, right around sub 7 for half a mile perhaps. And a nice quarter mile cool down. Reflections on that workout. It's a little chaotic to start because the track was closed, so I had to run back and forth in a straight line, and it wasn't exactly easy to film. I did my best. It's a fortunate thing that I'm able to leave my camera places around here, within reason obviously, but it's a nice enough, quiet enough little space. The workout itself, the beeps are the end of my cool down, or the end of my rest set, and then I'm cooling down just until I get home. Biggest struggle of that was running too quickly at the beginning and fading halfway, but that started to lessen over the course of the workout, where I was getting more averaged out and mediated. I think that was just a sheer result of exhaustion and of the lack of pace control that I'm currently demonstrating. That's an area of improvement for me for sure, is pace control. Part of the reason I did this today. And the other part was I hadn't run in the Takumis in a while and wanted to give them a bit of a revisit, and I was not disappointed. Initially I was getting hot spots again, but these shoes reward very careful tying and punish uncareful tying. But thankfully it's not like an extreme challenge to get it right. It's just you gotta get it right. So on the first attempt of retying, I actually did just manage to get it right, which, if you know anything about me, is not too bad. The downsides of the Takumi are really that it's not like that super, like it doesn't give you that much assistance, but the directness and the immediacy of the toe off inspires confidence. And contrary to the Takumi Sen 10, the 11 has a really wide platform, and that lends itself to being really stable and like something that you really don't get from a lot of super shoes. Like, you feel so planted in this. If I'm remembering my stats correctly, it's supposed to be a 7mm drop shoe. I really don't think so. If this is 7mm, then the Hoka Mach X3 is definitely not a 7mm drop. That would be way taller. And like, what's another one? Prime X Strung 2, two strings, one thong. That, I believe, is also either 6 or 7, but this feels flatter than that. So who knows how accurate any of these things are anyways. Good workout, really good workout. And I didn't hurt my leg any further. It in fact feels better than when I started, which I would call a win. Alright. Catch you later. Hello everybody. It is the late afternoon and I wanted to give you some thoughts after my double day on the Takumi Sen 11. I didn't run a double in this, I just did the run that you were just watching. It was an 8x800 workout with 400 cool down in between sets and a mile warm up and a mile cool down as well. So that went really well. It was a fantastic workout. I think that I have to admit to myself that my first impression on the Takumi Sen was off base. It read as very harsh and unforgiving and kind of painful to run in at first. None of that was present today. I mean, I shouldn't say none of that was present. It is still a firmer ride than a lot of people are used to, and then a lot of the other shoes that I have, it's on the firmer side of what I own currently. And I don't know if it was just the first run that really read as that harsh to me, or if maybe the foam broke in. But this was a really good workout, and I am grateful I had this on my feet. Now, does that mean it's the best in its category, best 5K, 10K racer? It's not going to reach the Streak Fly 2. It's just not. The Streak Fly 2 is, some 50 grams lighter than this. It is a way faster shoe, and it puts much more of a smile on my face. But this, as a 10K half marathon shoe, is a viable option. It's not necessarily what I would choose. A lot of the new crop of racing shoes is coming in lighter now than the Takumi Sen, and I'm drawing numbers from memory right now, but I believe this is either 180 or 190 grams, somewhere in that range, and the new Metaspeed shoes are lighter than that. Now, would I take the Metaspeed Edge Tokyo on 10K? I don't think so. I think I would go with the Street Fly 2. Would I take, Metaspeed Edge Paris for a 10K? No. Would I take the Adios Pro 3 for a 10K? No. That distance for me is for sure the Street Fly 2. But this is way more competitive than I initially thought that it would be for any race distance, and I had a really, really good workout in it today. I don't have a lot more to say about it. I've said a decent amount already, but I am looking forward to bringing you more content on the Takumi Sen 11. It's not going to be a stranger to this channel. I appreciate your attention. See ya.